So this new partnership announced just last week for fetchai is something that is very needed in the space. It really addresses a ton of the concerns from, a wide range of people, personally and business wise, about AI, right? There's always some concerns with information privacy, verifiability, etc. And this partnership really takes care of a ton of those or a ton of those issues that come up very frequently with AI. So let's jump into it in this video. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and follow me on X as well if you're watching over there. I provide content on Fetch AI all the time on my channel, on my X account, and this AI is something that I'm very heavily invested in, and not only just with money wise, but my time, my knowledge. I've been continuing to learn in the space, and it's something that excites the heck out of me because I know that this is going to be the next biggest thing. It's not already. It's definitely close. So let's talk about what's going on here with this partnership. FetchAI and Secret Network partner on verifiable privacy preserving AI agents. I touched on this in a video I did last week, and I said, this is just a little bit of the information that I have to provide for you guys. This could be an actual separate video. There's so much to unpack here, right? Now, the newly announced partnership between these two, fetchai is the founding member of the ASI Alliance and the Secret Network also. This is going to address the growing demand for privacy-preserving intelligence built on a shared Cosmos SDK. The foundation, this collaboration, it has a minimal friction, right? These two are already talking to each other on the same network, and being able to integrate each other's services is going to be pretty seamless in my opinion. Now, AI systems increasingly handle sensitive data across healthcare, finance, and legal, and we know that those are probably some of the biggest sectors that are going to be using AI for tracking data, obviously for helping doctors, helping lawyers, etc., with information and kind of what to do, and making things quicker for them to set up maybe care plans and things like that for, okay, what are we going to do about this diagnosis, right? Well, or verifying diagnosis as well, like I've talked about fetch AI being able to help with cancer detection and things like that, and eventually this is going to be a thing that's going to be widely used in healthcare in a number of different things in our lives, right? And hopefully it's going to make things a lot quicker, better, safer. And I keep counting things on my fingers because there's just so many uses for AI in the space. It's insane. Now, AI systems increasingly handle sensitive data in these trades, and creating a framework where privacy and functionality coexist by design is important. It's basically one of those things where people are not going to use AI if you're taking their data and use it nefariously, not for your own profit. These centralized agencies that are creating these systems, and people are just tired of their data being stolen, or have others having access to their personal information. It's just something that people don't want. So having these protections in place is going to really advance where we go with AI in the coming years, right? General practitioner, medical agents, legal consultants, and accountants, DeFi agents, and any other conceivable AI agent now comes with the ability to maintain privacy as well as to selectively disclose. So only those people who need to know and have authority to view your sensitive information will have access to that. This contributes, fetchai contributes via their UAgents framework, and this is AI agent specific marketplace and hub using their agent first AI. And a secret network is providing secret VM, and that's its confidential computing infrastructure based on trusted execution environments, or they call them Ts. This is secure virtual machines, and they guarantee confidentiality on the data and verifiability. I know a lot about being confidential. Like I said in a couple of my previous videos, I was in the healthcare industry, and I know exactly how strict they are with their data privacy, because you can't disclose people's information without having the authority to do so. But for AI to reach its potential in high impact industries, like privacy protection must be fundamental. It's got to be there, and it's got to be verifiable. It's got to be very secure, and you have to prove it, right? Data is completely isolated from the owner of the hardware using this T-based confidential virtual machine. This hardware level isolation ensures that even the host operating system is compromised, the data inside the T remains secure. This is, next level encryption, so to speak. The chain of trust that cryptographically measures and verifies each component is going to be there using their VM firmware. This is going to enable AI agents to analyze sensitive medical records, financial data, or legal documents with end-to-end encryption. The data is going to remain protected, not just in storage and transit, but even during computation. So, there's a value here, like they say here, for both systems, right? The partnership's creating value for both ecosystems. FET is gaining access to the secret network's privacy preserving infrastructure, and secret network benefits from FET's Python based agent framework. Sorry, there's a lot of P's and things in here. This is going to give them access to the growing ecosystem of AI products that fetchai has. And now the industry applications. Here, this is just a few ideas of how this could affect the AI ecosystem. It's going to enable AI agents to analyze patient data for treatment recommendations while maintaining strict confidentiality of medical records. Now, potentially, this could accelerate personalized medicine without compromising patient privacy. Financial institutions can deploy secure agents that detect fraud patterns and provide personalized financial guidance while maintaining the confidentiality of sensitive client information. Regulatory compliance requirements that have previously limited AI development will be no longer once they have these things implemented. Now, for personal services, you can use digital assistants that handle private information without the centralized data collection constraints that have troubled mainstream AI implementations. And what I think when I read this, personally, I just booked a trip to Dominican, right? I'm thinking about going online using browsers to search for trips, right? I was booking with a few friends, and we were all going on the same trip. And one instance is where I looked these trips up previously, maybe a few weeks ago, so it knows my browser. My cookies, everything knows that I'm looking up these trips. When I go to book, it was $7,400 for three people, me and my boyfriend and his son. And then I go back, and it's like I'm going through a different avenue to book this trip is $5,300, and I'm like $2,000, because it knew that I was looking for this trip, so it took advantage of that and was going to actually charge me more. Now, once we have AI agents able to book travel, book trips, do all kinds of things. This could be something that has huge potential to save people money, because you're not going to have that targeted sales cookies and information that centralized agencies have that will target you and will actually make you pay more for something that it knows that you're interested in. And it just blows my mind how these things are actually allowed, right? But development and roadmap, obviously, they're going to begin with the core technical integration of U agents with Secret VM. Now, this foundational work establishes the secure runtime environment and communication protocols necessary for their privacy-preserving agent operations. After that, they're also going to develop reference implementations for use cases. They're going to also provide, take samples and basically get information, collect the data to support ecosystem growth. The fourth pillar of the roadmap is going to be planned hackathons, workshops, educational content for developers, proficiency, and provide privacy-preserving agent architectures. So it's basically a step-by-step process, right? They're going to integrate it, gather data, make sure it's secure, testing, gathering feedback from people who are using it, etc. And they're just going to develop the roadmap for this thing. But for right now, they're going to get it implemented and run their tests, see how things go. And this is going to be something that's going to change things significantly. And if you guys are into trading, I just want to take a quick moment here to talk about my indicator. I'm running this indicator on TradingView. It is called CF Algo. Now, this thing has been helping me learn to trade by identifying specific entry and exit points in trades. Sorry about that. My phone always seems to ring when I get on videos. But anyway, so what it does here is it tells TradingView to alert you when there is a potential buy and sell signal on the chart. So if I'm following Bitcoin here on the 4-hour, we can see up here, and I've got the 4-hour chart open on Bitcoin. It would have alerted me to buy down here back on April 25th, and it would have told me to sell around here on May the 4th. So this is about a 25% move up for Bitcoin, and that would have been something that I would have capitalized on if I had had this set up earlier. But this one here got me up here for a buy on May 6th, and then we had a sell signal here on the 23rd. So that's about a 15% move. That was really cool. That obviously I'm trading with a little bit of leverage here. I got a couple of probably like a 5-10x leverage is where I'm kind of learning at right now. And I'm using Margex as my exchange medium, right? So I'm on there, learning how to do some trading and such, but I'm not recommending leverage unless you know exactly what you're doing, or if it's your play money and you're willing to lose basically all of it, right? Don't ever, get on there. You see some of these guys on here, and one guy just lost $100 million. Now he's on there today on social media asking for donations to beat the people who are against him, and I'm just like, wow, this is absolutely crazy. But anyways, so I'm a little bit long-winded today because I was on vacation all weekend, and so now I got a little bit of catching up to do here. But take advantage. Take a look at cfalgo.com. You can actually, I have a QR code here that you can scan up in the top right corner of this video. And, if you're interested, take a look at it. There's a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you're not risking any of your money. If you don't like it, I'll absolutely issue a refund, no questions asked. So I just want to thank you guys so much for tuning in. Really appreciate each and every one of you, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Peace.